Ophiuchus, ¿qué pasa? Guys, we got a theme going on, and it's Get Real. Welcome to Horoscope-ish. My name is Lindsay. Guys, let's roll with it. I'm going to do one little shuffle here, and then go. What do we got for Ophiuchus? What does Ophiuchus have to get real with? Oh! You're moving too fast. Or you're saying too much. Oh! That's an interesting way to look at it. Alright, so we got some things to say right now, huh? When the challenge is trying to be a little bit more observant. I've never gotten that download before with that. That's kind of cool. So you're saying something without knowing something really. Or at least without getting all the details of that knave. Okay. Get real. King of Pentacles. This could have a lot to do with negative thinking, but like, this King of Pentacles, like, this is you and someone else, Ophiuchus, and you're just kind of watching. But the details that you're bringing on, like what you're watching, what you're like trying to get a feel for, is there's something about a public image. Oh, is it supposed to be in the reverse? Okay. So in the past, we've got a manipulator. Some kind of manipulation. What was manipulated? Oh! Wow. Got the Ten of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and Temperance. That's like impatiently waiting for some kind of inheritance. So it was manipulated. Okay. Wow, a legacy that was that someone was not patient enough for. So they manipulated it. How did they manipulate it? Oh, through work? Okay. Through in a team. So a group of people manipulated, were impatient with an inheritance or some kind of legacy. So something was sped up, something was hastily done, and it took a group effort. All right. Well, it broke somebody's heart and somebody's under judgment for it. Kill him, boo-boo. There we go. Ooh, kinda. Kitty mad. Okay, Kitty real mad. Maybe Kitty tarot reader being real mad about it. Like, oh! Ophiuchus, what's on your mind is a mystic who's healing their heart. Ah, but what you don't know is that their legacy was fudged with. This has something to do with obsession. Obsession about what? Man, I don't want to make this like a... Sometimes these gotta come out. The good thing is you don't have to know much more, Ophiuchus. Just let things play out, because... Or maybe not even letting things play out, but the angle you have is... Oh, that's what you were wondering about. What's going on? What's going on is that a team of people manipulated a brand new beginning. Because they were impatient. Impatience can be a killer, man. Like, on a soul level? Damn. Alright. 3 of Wands. Alright, so in the future, or at least coming up, you're gonna be traveling. You might be going somewhere or looking. This is on a creative venture, right? So you're planning. You're going to be planning to get out of isolation of your head. Plan to get out of your head. You're going to be making plans to get out of your head. You know the best way to do that is to be in the moment, right? And if you don't know how to be in the moment, or you're really good at sitting in your head in the present moment, the only way to really do that is to jump into kidisms again. I would suggest if you remember really having fun with something at one point, like if I ever had troubles getting out of my head, I would have to put on a movie and absolutely watch it. Absolutely watch it. No exceptions. Or write down that story that I had going. Or actually get out, if I had one, an instrument. I mean, when I had access to... I'm making it sound like I'm going without, but I'm not. It's like you have to force yourself into the present moment, whatever that might be. If it's a walk, do something completely different. Like, I recently just started going to a cemetery that I never thought I would have, like, a fun time doing that. But then again, I'm a channeler, so it's been interesting. And let me tell you something, that's a good way to get out of my head. Go back. They want to talk about going back to the past? Go back to somebody else's past. Talk to them. We can all do this. We just have to be open to it. And I'm barely open to it because I'm a little bit afraid of things like that. Like of, what we can't see being kind of disembodied and yet in our faces. But at the same time, soul energy knows me very well, which is quite nice, and it's, non-invasive. So, I'm a kid about things, man. I'm a freaking Gemini and the epitome of one. So it's like, if you cannot just plan on getting out of your head, and it looks like you got 3 different creative processes going on right now. So jump into one, at least one. It'll help you get out of your head, and it'll help get those thoughts out of your head because you're able to get it out. I had a friend recently tell me, dude, have you ever tried just free writing? And I told her a story about the past where I don't free write. And she was like, oh, well, try it. And I was like, you know what? Those people aren't in my life anymore. I don't have to be afraid of anything. Free write. I started free write. Let me tell you, I slept after I did it. It was hard to be in my head about things when it was free written on paper. I can understand why some people don't want to do it, but at the same time, I didn't understand the progress after I did it. I was like, or I didn't expect. I understood it, I didn't expect it. Pleasant surprises, right? So, if you're in your head that much about something, here's another thing. If you're in your head that much about something, you're the only one thinking about it. I guarantee you. You're the only one suffering. You're the only one putting forth the mental capacity to even think that deep. Guarantee you. I guarantee you. And I don't want to be the one to say I told you so later, but don't keep denying yourself this access to yourself by letting things be rent-free. But something did go down, you don't need to worry about it. Because all these things come tenfold, do they not? They come tenfold. That's why people are like, oh, there is no God. Yeah, watch. Watch. And not even watching a bad way. Watch faith in action. Even when we lose faith, that's when we get the most, especially when we lose faith. Especially in our higher power, whatever that means to you. Like, let karma take its course. Sometimes we do feel like we're still in control, and then we realize we're not, and then we go right back to thinking we're in control. We can do something about, like, vigilante shit. Nah, come on. Come on. No. No. You know what you're in control of, Ophiuchus? You're in control of that heart and how you put it out there. And hey, agree to disagree if you're not down with it. But I mean, at the same time, like, you can't argue with that kind of energy. You can't. You can be in denial about it, but you can't argue it. You're like, oh shit, oh shit. Okay. So we got Four of Pentacles and what you don't see coming. But first, the King of Swords, what's around you. People know the truth. You don't know that? Oh, yeah, honey, people know. People know. This almost seems ancient. This seems like a repetition. This seems like, here we go again. Oh, people around you know. What do they know, though? Like, what's the... They know about the abuse of a tradition. Yeah, exactly. And also, you're not the only one wanting to do something about this. This impatience and this manipulation through, like, these people working together to, like, reject the... These people are not... This team that worked against... Who are they working against? Oh, you! Yeah, stop fighting it. Stop fighting it. There's so much power in silence. If there was any time to be silent, now is the time. Because the more silent you are, what exactly are people gonna fight? Well, they're not saying much. They must be lying. No one's gonna think that. You do not have to stand up for yourself where things have been confusing. Because if they're confusing, stay there and just literally work on observing. It's so hard to observe because you don't know anything, Ophiuchus. But if you knew, hindsight 2020 in the future, in this moment, I hope you got that. In this moment, everything works out. And I just literally, two words came up: ordained and anointed. I remember the first time I heard the word anointed, and I literally thought oil on the head. Well, when we think about the metaphorical aspects of the 144 and the spine and Christ consciousness, the oil anointed is our sacral energy that comes out as bodily fluids. That's actually anointed energy in its fullest capacity, and it's science-based. Sometimes I feel like spirituality is just the sweet, cooey version of science. And it has to be put into terms for those who might panic with the idea of science. So I think it all works out. It's a nice little Libra balancing act either way. So, but yeah, what's even better about what's around you is people are moving on just like you are. Don't try and figure this out. Everything that happens in the dark comes to the light. What side of karma do you want to be on? Because personally, I want to be on that Taylor Swift end where it's like karma is a cat. Yeah. Karma's a cat in your lap. Purring away. That's healing energy right there. So, we got some kind of rejection coming up here, or some kind of like serious holding on. Are you gonna want to hold on to something? No. People are going to want to hold on. Oh. This is an idea. Well, it's definitely a thought process, but it's coming up as like the way things are. We've got Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands being all like, people aren't going to want to let go of that version of you, Ophiuchus, the one that just moves freely, the one that comes in passionately and might leave passionately too. This reality is what you got to get real about. Oh. You're rushing in and out and wanting to hold on to that version of you. And this situation with this manipulated inheritance that people could not wait on, maybe you need to get real about the fact that you're where you're at, heartbroken. Well, not heartbroken, but definitely wanting some kind of vindication for all these things that were done against you. Well, guess what? Vindication always comes. You just have to literally get in that idle standby position for it. And let me tell you something, honey. I've had to do that too. And it feels like... picture this. It feels like a really long day at work, and then a manager or somebody comes over to you and says, I need you to work 4 more hours and then open, like and then meet up early so we can fix everything that just got blown away because we weren't prepared. Ophiuchus, that's on you. Can you do that for me, Ophiuchus? What are you going to say? Of course you're going to say yes. Of course you're going to say yes. And if you are like really tired and everything, it might come with a yeah, and they'll be like, thanks, Ophiuchus. Thanks. But it feels like that. Sitting still feels like the opposite of being extremely exhausted. Now you got all this energy because all you can think about is the way you've gone back and forth, and you're holding on to that because it provides some kind of impatient legacy with its bag. Girl. Maybe I needed to get this energy out. Thank you. But I don't know. People mess with good people. It looks like you're one of them. So... but you know what's funny is that no one's stopping them, including the people that are like us, just getting away with stuff because they can, and then all of a sudden they can't. They'll go find somebody else, because this isn't just you, and they don't care. They do not care. Impatience is some kind of, it needs to be in a disease book. Do you have the disease of impatience? Yeah, that sucker will kill you. Slowly too. That's not a slow death. Knight of Pentacles. Uh-oh, can we get a reiteration? Uno reverse, like right back at you. Stay still, sit, stay, down. Good, Ophiuchus. Just playing, but at the same time, like every now and then we need it handed to us a little bit like training. Okay. And where is this all headed? I'm getting warm, y'all. Okay. Okay. Hello. Just the one. That's fine. All right. Keeping it in mind that everything comes back around. You can't hide. You can't. No. You don't have to though. Like, that's the end result. Do you like bunnies, Ophiuchus? Do you like nature? Do you enjoy the idea of traveling maybe to places that have a history? Huh? Do you? Because there it is. There it is. Maybe you should just heed the call here. Stop thinking about it. Because do you know what it feels like to me? It feels like, these people gonna run amok until the day they're gone, okay? They won't be able to do it very long because it's not about like being punished by God. That does not happen. What does happen is you put the more energy you put out there that's like blech, the more energy you're going to get back that's blech. It's just the way it works. And then all of a sudden, what do people do? They change their personality so they don't get nearly as much backlash. However, you keep putting out this impatient energy, your vessel gonna drown, okay? Your vessel, that's the Titanic, and promise that it won't sink, and then, oops, now we got Titanic 2 on the water. I give up, y'all. Like, at the same time, I just don't understand. No, we just put more life rafts on it. Did you? It hasn't left, I don't even know. It's probably like old news. But, nevertheless, go for your happiness. And don't let anything stop you from that. Let something stop you from getting in your head, Ophiuchus. But do not stop charging towards the sun. Because honestly, that's where it's warm. That's where the life is, Out in nature. Go, 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 go. I mean, I couldn't figure out, where to go for a little while because... You know, there's always some kind of expectation, but I'm telling you, do what I'm doing, Ophiuchus. Go check out some cemeteries. There's bunnies there. There's nature. Plus, there's just something so on the other side of it, you know what I mean? Anywho, I know that's probably unsolicited, so allow me to just be like, Ophiuchus, you're on your way, but you've got to stop thinking about this. I adore you. Bye, babes.